Recording in progress. Oh, she ran away. Hello, everybody. There she's back. Welcome. We're going to do a nice little full body stretch, open up all of the things. Enjoy. You need nothing but yourself, your body. If you like to have pops, props, blocks, blankets, pillows, all of those things, feel free to grab them, bands, towels, little things that you can use to assist. Please feel free. Okay, we're going to start seated, obviously. Taking those hands, so leave it. Taking those hands to your knees. You can just take them so that the palms are facing down. We're just going to take a couple of inhales and exhales here. Close your eyes. You can just do a check-in of the hips, of the back, of how things are feeling for you. So, just a couple of deep inhales and exhales. Feeling the rise and the fall of the chest. I'll just take one more big breath in. And exhale that out. And then on your next breath in, we're going to shrug those shoulders up. Inhale, create tension. And then exhale, pull them down and back. Good. Do that 2 more times. Breath in. Exhale, breath out, push down. One more time, big breath in. This time when we push down, we're gonna bring the right ear with us to that right shoulder. Exhale. Good. And then just taking that right ear over, taking that right hand maybe to the top of the head, maybe taking those left fingertips down beside you, or taking the back of the hand towards that low back. Your choice. Maybe it's just leaving the hand on the knee as well. Breathing there for 3, for 2, and for 1. Release the right hand back towards the right knee. Roll the chin down towards center and all the way over to the left side. Hang out there for 1 second, and then come back towards center over to the right. And then back up through center. Inhale, shrug those shoulders up. Exhale, drop left ear towards left shoulder. Option with those hand positions again, taking the left hand to the top, right hand beside you, or back of the hand, or leaving it to that knee, whatever feels good. We just want to think of lengthening through that right side of the neck. We breathe there for 3, for 2, and 4. Nice job. Slowly release the left hand back down. Drop the chin down towards center over to the right. Then back over to the left. Nice. And then into center. So good. Okay, from here, we'll just come into a couple more things in seated. Opening up that chest, lifting your gaze all the way up to sky ceiling, opening up the front of the body, and then exhale, anchoring those hands to the knees, tuck and round that spine. So that nice little seated cat and cow. Try to exaggerate it as much as you can. She is antsy today. Exhale, the dog, that is. Exhale to round. We'll do that 1 more time. She can't stay still. Breath in, open it all up 1 more time. Lifting the gaze, lifting the chin, pulling the chest forward. Arching, and then exhale to tuck the tail and round. She's on a hunt for something. All right, from here, we're going to extend both of those legs straight out in front. We'll take a nice big breath in, lift the arms. Inhale, the arms all the way up overhead. Then exhale, release, and forward fold those legs. Now, you have options here in that forward fold. Grabbing the toes, ankles, shins, whatever feels good, whatever you can reach. You can also round through that spine, taking the gaze down. Or maybe you want to think of just a hip hinge so that you're flattening through that back and maybe the hinge isn't as far. So you have a couple of options. I just want you to listen to your body in that forward fold position. Taking a couple more breaths here, just opening up that back of the body. Big inhale. And big exhale. Good. Slowly releasing that, coming on up. We're going to take that right leg all the way up and over top of that left, planting that right foot down. Take the right hand in behind you, left elbow hooks to that knee. Giving yourself a nice little gentle twist here. We're going to make this a little bit active. So I want you to kind of think of inhale, twist, lengthen, exhale to release. So come back to more what's natural. Inhale, pull up and twist. Exhale to release. 1 more time, big breath in, twisting as much as you can that feels good for you. Breathing there for 3, for 2. Counter twist over to your left. Good. Coming back. Oh, that counter twist always gets me. Coming back through center. Leaving that right ankle above that right knee. We're going to come into, again, a little bit of active flow here. So I want you to think of driving that right knee down, flexing through the left toes and the right. Take a big breath in, lift the chest, lift the shoulders, pull it back, exhale, fold. Okay, you can also have the hands towards the knee and the foot. Big breath in, lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. One more time, big breath in. Exhale to release and fold. To hold for 3, try to drive that knee down as much as you can for 2, maybe a gentle push for 1. Nice job. Okay, from here, we're gonna take that right foot to the inside of that left leg. So coming into that half straddle position. We're gonna take an inhale, reach those arms all the way up. Maybe rotating a little bit more towards that extended left leg and then forward folding over that leg. Okay, so just notice, maybe there's a little bit of tightness through that right side low back. Think of driving that right knee down as much as you can, driving up through those toes on the left side as much as you can. Breathing there for 3. Maybe even coming into more past that leg. You can take the left hand out wider and push on that right hand for 2. For 1. Take the right hand in behind you. Sweep the left arm up overhead, coming up onto that right knee. Open up through those hips. And then exhale, release that down. Do that 2 more times. Big of a breath in. Sweep it up overhead. Lift and reach. Oh, getting into that side body. We'll do that 1 more time. Big breath in. Sweep it up. Nice work. Slowly bring that back down. Good. From here, slide both of those feet in towards center, taking soles of feet, taking hands towards ankles, and just coming into what feels good for you. Maybe just shifting from right to left. Maybe pressing the elbows down. Maybe reaching the hands forward. So I just want you to listen to your body in this shape. If the knees are up super high, maybe giving that little nudge down feels good. Breathing, holding, maybe you're moving. 1 more big breath in wherever you are. Opening up through those hips and then slowly release that out. Okay, lengthen through those legs 1 more time. Both extend out. Take a nice big breath in, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, release and forward fold. Now, maybe you're gonna choose something different this time. Maybe you rounded your back last time, so maybe you wanna sit flat and tall. Maybe you sat that way first, so maybe you wanna reach a little bit further, drop your chin down and round through your spine. Just again, listening to your body, maybe giving it something different than what you did the first time. Breathe there for 3, for 2, and for 1. Coming back up to seated, taking that left left foot, that is your foot, up and over. Left hand comes in behind you, right elbow hooks, and again, you're gonna inhale. Sit tall, pull that chest forward, and twist, exhale. And it's not like you're slouching on your exhale, it's just that you're not really trying to push and lengthen. You're just kind of releasing that. Good. In breath. Push, lengthen. Exhale to release. 1 more time. Big breath in. Twisting to the left and then counter twisting that over to your right. Giving that little bow over. So good. Coming back up. Left ankle comes above that right knee. Okay, this side's always tight for me. Okay. Taking a grip of either the shin, the foot, and the knee, or twice flex through the right toes. Big breath and lengthen. Exhale, hinge that chest forward. Might not be very big. If your hips are like mine, tight, you don't get to go very far. Exhale to fold. And we want to try to think of keeping that spine nice and long. Give yourself 1 more big breath in. Exhale, release. Forward fold, we hold there for 3, maybe a little nudge on that knee if that feels okay for 2. Nice job, and for 1. Okay, slowly come on out of that. Left foot comes to the inside of that right leg. All right, take an inhale, sitting nice and tall, rotating towards that right leg, forward fold over the right leg. Again, grabbing hold of what feels good for you. On the other side, we did take the hand beyond the leg, left hand to the outside edge of that right ankle and shin area, and that gives yourself a bit more of a twist. You can get a little bit of a shoulder, maybe a lat, low back stretch, all of the things. Breathe for 3, for 2. Nice job for 1. Left hand comes in behind you. Come on up onto that left knee. Left hand, scoop the right arm up overhead. Press into those hips. Big inhale. Exhale, release that down. 2 more times there. Big breath in. Open it all up. Pushing into the hips. Good. Exhale. Release it down. Give yourself one more there. Big breath in, reaching that arm overhead, pressing into those hips. Oh, so good. And then slowly release that down. Okay, so we did Baddha Konasana, the feet together, the legs. Now we're going to take both legs out to straddle. Flex through those toes. Take one more big breath in right here. And then release and forward fold. Okay, so tenting the fingertips, planting the hands. Some of you might be down on forearms. Some of you might be all the way flat down, that little pancake stretch. That is not for me. That is not for my hips. Probably never in my lifetime. That's okay. We're listening to our bodies. We are okay with where we are at. We are working with where we are at. Taking one more big breath in here, flex through those toes, maybe hinge forward a little bit more. It feels good. So good. Okay, from here, we're gonna make our way onto our belly. So face down onto your mat. Come on down, get yourself cozy. Take your feet about hip distance apart here and toes untucked. So the tops of those feet are on your mat. Take those hands, place them in front of the face. You can rest your forehead down there. I'm going to keep my head sort of lifted so you can hear me. And we're just going to give a little rock through those hips, just releasing through hips and low back. Sometimes when we're in a lot of seating positions throughout our day and not a lot of standing, the hips can get super tight. We're in flexion all the time. Currently, laying on your belly, you are in extension, meaning that from the hips, we have the extension instead of in the seated position where it's like that 90-degree in through the spine and hips. Okay, so this should feel nice for most of us. We're gonna bend in through that right leg. We're gonna take that left forearm out in front and reach the right hand back to grab a hold of that right leg. Some of you, if that's tricky and you have a band, you can also hook that band around that foot. Rest your forehead down, and I want you to think of squeezing your bum, okay? So it's a slight tuck of that tail, and that's gonna potentially increase that stretch for you. If your quads and hips are tight, that is a fantastic stretch. Really focus on the squeezing. We wanna breathe into that. Maybe you can press into that forearm and kick into that foot a little bit to even open up a little bit more, coming into a minor back bend. We breathe here for 3. For 2, and for 1. Slowly releasing that right leg, come on back down. Give a little rock again for those hips from right to left. And from here, we're gonna extend the left arm out to a T beside us. Take your right hand, slide it underneath of that right shoulder, roll onto the left side of the body, taking that right foot behind, or you can stack the legs. Some of us might even keep that right leg in front. Depending on how tight that shoulder and chest is, if you have a pillow or a yoga block, you can also place the head down or keep it lifted. We're not here for very long, just getting a nice little chest shoulder stretch for 3. For 2, that can be intense. Slowly roll back into the belly for 1. All right, we'll take those hands back to the front, wiggle those hips from right to left. Once again, the wiggle of the hips for me is fantastic. Love that. All right leg stays down this time, left leg bends in. Take the left hand back, reach for the top of that foot. And again, we're trying to have that nice tucked tail. You can rest the forehead down. Maybe you stay there. Maybe that is intense enough for you. That is a good place to be. If you feel good, you can maybe press into that forearm a little bit. Maybe you can kick into that foot. Notice how it feels from right to left as well. Maybe it's not as intense as the other side. Maybe it is tighter than the other side. We all have our things. It depends on how you walk. Do you cross your legs when you sit? Do you carry a bag on one side of your body versus the other? There's so many things that we do on a daily basis that we sometimes don't notice. Take one more big breath in and it affects how we feel. Slowly release that out. Right hand comes beside you, left hand comes below chest and shoulder. Right arm palm down. Roll onto that right side body, coming into that chest and shoulder stretch. One more time for this side. We breathe here for 3, for 2, and for 1. So good. Slowly rolling yourself back onto the belly. Take both of those hands underneath of the shoulders near the chest. Press yourself up and back. Take your knees nice and wide. Take your toes to touch, coming into a nice wide child's pose. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. Press those hips back. Rest the forehead down onto the mat. Think of those armpits coming down towards the mat as well, opening up through the shoulders. That one always feels so good. Taking one more breath there. And then we're going to take the left arm and slide it underneath and across the chest over to the right side. Palm will be facing up. You can rest your head down on the mat. You can even take that right hand and place it on the low back, the back of the hand towards the low back. Maybe you can even reach it around to the left hip pocket. Keep reaching the left fingers to the right side. So many lefts and rights here. Good. Taking one more big breath in. Coming back into the center of your child's pose, both arms reach overhead. Good, and then we'll take it to the other side. Right hand comes across and through. Coming down, reaching the palm up, fingers to the left. Right temple can be down. Left hand can stay where it is, or taking it to that low back. Breathing, or into that right hip crease for 3, for 2, and for 1. One more time into your centered child's pose. Really think of letting that belly fall in between the legs, pressing those hips back, reaching the fingertips. Take one more breath in there. So good, and slowly come on out of that. Amazing, amazing job. That was a nice little 15-minute stretch, getting into a few of the things, all of the things. I always love the feeling, the difference, especially in the morning or sometimes at night too, if it's been a very long day, just how the body feels and how the body shifts after a nice little stretch. 5 minutes can be enough to make a difference. I hope you guys enjoyed that. See you again soon. More to come your way. Happy rest of your day wherever that is for you. We'll see you again soon. Bye, everyone.